Yeah, for those that have been wondering what's happening with me recently, well, to be honest, I'm kind of lost. Um, Seems to me that from the wood, from the woods, I cannot see trees. Seems to me that I have lost perspective, and that's all understandable if you would know what's happening right now in my private life, but about that in another video a little bit later. Thing is, I'm feeling that I'm getting older, and maybe I entered a middle-age crisis or something, or midlife crisis. How do you call that? I really don't know. And maybe I'm trying desperately or too hard to leave a mark or whatever, and I feel that I'm not doing enough. I feel that this world is designed in such a way that it actually prevents us to shine, and very few of us can actually do it, and I'm not sure if they manage to do it because they are that good or because they are well suited to the purpose of those that run the show. So I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but I'm feeling a little bit lost and a little bit desperate, because I know that a lot of things that are actually happening don't have to be, and when you read stuff around and when you try to see through the curtain, it kind of prevents you to see, No, that didn't have to happen, and I don't like what just happened. Let me see if I... Okay, everything is okay. And like my friend, there is one thing that a friend of mine told me the other day. A quote from a movie, Last Samurai. He told me, you are thinking too much. You know the quote? And I said, yes, I know it. No mind, But that is kind of valid if you want to live in a moment for that particular purpose. I'm not sure if this is valid completely for the whole life, because if you are living, maybe that is living in the moment, but that is all good. But if you want to create, if you want to express, sometimes living in a moment, maybe it's not good enough or something. I don't know. I'm as I said, just a second, as I said the other day on Facebook, I'm kind of confused, and I really don't know what to think of all of it. I feel that I'm searching, and I cannot see the answer right now, you know. Seems like there is a tunnel. Well, actually, there is always a tunnel, but seems to me that this tunnel doesn't have a light at the end, or at least it's so long that right now I cannot see the light, you know. So maybe no mind is the right answer. Maybe no mind is the way to go until you see the answer, you know. Probably is. So, regarding my pipes, I'm torn apart in between complicating things and challenging myself to do stuff that I never did, and making a mark that way. And I also torn apart in doing just regular plain stuff that we all like bitters, brandies and stuff like that. And I see that people love them, you know, and they are way less work than what I have with my crazy freehand stuff, and they are way less challenging unless you hit a bad spot in material, and then you are pretty much screwed because you don't have any room to make anything else from it, so you have to discard the block. So this is why I haven't recorded anything, you know, because my focus is pretty much going wild. I have so many ideas, so many wishes, so many things spinning in my head that I cannot pick one tree, you know, from the woods. And that is probably also why a friend of mine told me, no mind, just, you know, just do it, do what you know best, and go through it like an ox going through the brick wall. And probably eventually you will find a way. Or it will happen that life will turn you around, make the stakes higher, and makes you learn the same lesson over and over until you figure it out, which usually happens. I'm confused, you know, and cannot put things to words that good, simply because all these are just feelings and I cannot catch on them, you know. I cannot grab them and formulate them into words. I would like to say something smart, but, you know, when everything is just a feeling that you cannot grab onto, it's pretty hard to formulate it, even, you know, after that, because you cannot grab it, you cannot see it, because it flies so fast around you, you know. I don't know. This is actually a pretty good exercise in no mind, because if I was not doing pipes, I would probably do something else that is pretty similar, because this here is pretty much a working meditation of a sort, where you leave your mind to spin around like crazy while you are sanding and you don't grab on anything, which is basically a meditation. Your monkey in your head is happy doing something, and you are just, aware that you are not that monkey just sitting around and looking what the monkey is doing and not attaching to that monkey. But I cannot do it all the time, and since I have personal problems, personal issues that are going recently around, it's not easy to leave the monkey to play, Sometimes I have to look what the monkey is doing in order to try to figure what to do. So I don't know if this all is making any sense, if I am sounding stupid as as anything, but I'm pretty sure that it reflects my overall confusion about everything, all the same. I see that people are not just people, also my family, my son too. I have been doing a little experiment recently, and it was about playing a game on my cell phone, sort of to relate a little bit more with my son, because he likes to play games. So I thought, okay, let's play something together, and I went into Clash of Clans game because he is onto it, and funny thing happened. I knew it will happen, but I remembered that while I was playing games before, and not that often, because I felt the same as I'm feeling about it right now, that all these things, movies, cell phones, like internet in general, all these things are okay, but it seems to me that they are turning us into sheeps that are trapped in between those 6.5 inches of cell phone or whatever you have for the screen. Seems to me that we are, as I said before, we are disconnected from nature, disconnected from mother, disconnected from everything. Seems to me that relationships between people are turning, for a long time now, flat and not deep enough, and I don't know, it makes me sad. It makes me sad to see my son turn into a little sheep too, So, as I said, the experiment was successful in a way that it actually proved what I knew before, but I'm talking shit, I have to polish this. No mind, guys, just do the things and try to be with kids and try to be in nature as much as possible. Try to work, because I see that there is, recently I found out about a list of 200 jobs for the future, and you know, most of them, if not all of them, are not connected to anything that is actually making you do things with earth, with growing stuff and something like that. And I'm wondering, you know, um, what we will turn into in like 50 to 100 years from now. What our kids will eat, and you know, we will probably be like chickens in a pan. You know, we are already. So sometimes the feeling of that is simply too much, and it clouds what I am normally feeling or thinking or whatever. I don't know. I'm aware of that, but sometimes it's simply, you know, it's too much, and I want to do something and I'm doing anything. So it's kind of frustrating. Anyway, probably this video will be the fifth or sixth one that will end up in a garbage, deleted, because I'm like talking, doing a talking meditation. I don't know. Have fun, guys.